image. Yes. Namaskar and good morning to all. I'm Dr. Nihar K. Patra, University Librarian of Manipur University, Imphal. I am very much happy to apprise with you all that our Honorable Vice-Chancellor Professor N. Lokendra Singh happily agreed to inaugurate our discovery service, that is and webinars on nurturing the research ecosystem with the database such as Research Companions, eBook Central, and Discovery Service. Professor Singh assumes the charge of Vice Chancellor on 23rd July 2021. He is really an institutional architect with his multimodal approach. He served Manipur University in many responsible administrative capacity and positions, such as registrars, dean, schools of social science, dean students welfare, and head of the department, and many more. Most importantly, he wishes to see this university library as a modern library and information science management system, implementing various tools, technology, and services, revitalizing, or you can say the modernizing the library space and infrastructures. Our library has now web-scale summary discovery service that searches all library e-resources. May it be library catalog, e-books, e-journals, databases, open access e-resources in one platform. It means users no need to visit different publishers e-resources portal separately to search resources. The web scale discovery service retrieve information mostly as per users requirements. So after inaugurations of discovery service, we will proceed with webinars on nurturing the research ecosystem. These webinars will be an information literacy solutions for students, researchers, and educators for their research, education, training, and consulting work. Our library has procured many ebooks from the ProQuest ebook central platforms and subscribed research in companion database and discovery service. So we have now with us Mr. Sanjay Rajan, senior training consulting partners from ProQuest. He will present and provide the live demonstrations to our academic committee on these products. Since 30th June 2020, Manipur University Library has continuously organized webinars for the library users, and this is our eighth webinars. These webinars are completely relevant for the academic fraternities of the university that helps in their teaching, learning, research works. Now, I like to request our Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, to inaugurate the Discovery service by pressing the Namaste image on the screens, sir.
Oh, thank you very much, Dr. Nihar.
Thank you,
Namaskar to everyone. A very good morning.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Now it will be pleasure for us to listen your inaugural address for this webinar, sir. Please.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the online webinar on nurturing the research ecosystem with digital and research companion, eBook Central, and the discovery service databases. You know, with the explosion of knowledge in every field of studies in this 21st century, it has become a daunting task for scholars and the researchers in reviewing the literature available for their studies. Herein comes the role and responsibilities of the university library to initiate and take steps towards formulating and strengthening the research department with various available tools for nurturing the research ecosystem amongst the user community, and in the process build a thriving university research ecosystem which will ultimately lead to consistency, efficiency, and sufficiency in its research output. I am pleased to know that the University Library has come up with an online workshop on nurturing the research ecosystem of our scholars and faculties in collaboration with ProQuest USA, which is committed to empowering researchers and the librarians around the world. Its innovative information content and technologies have enhanced and increased the productivity of students, scholars, professionals, and the libraries that serve them. What I understand, ProQuest preserves rich, vast, and varied information such as historical archives, current scientific research packages with digital technologies. Thus, measures enhances discovery, sharing, and management, providing services that enable the strategic acquisition, management, and discovery of information collections. Secondly, our university library has recently acquired a discovery service from ProQuest, which is an online library searching tool that provides an all-in-one interface for finding both local library items and open access resources through a single search box, which will be more effective and useful for all the users of our university library. Taking this opportunity, I would like to announce that the Discovery Service database will be made available from today, that is, from 19th of August 2021 in our library. Congratulations to our librarian and his team. In addition, our library is in the process to fully automate through RFID technologies and the integrated library management system. And ladies and gentlemen, I believe that by participating in this webinar, each one of you will find new ideas, ways on how to nurture your research ecosystem with the use of ProQuest, Research Companion, eBook Central, and the Discovery Service databases. We have a diligent and a dynamic librarian, Dr. Nihar Patra, and with his team, I hope Dr. Patra will organize many more such webinars in the future and provide the best library services to our research and academic community. I wish you all a very successful webinar. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your inspiring and encouraging words, sir. We are very much delighted and also fortunate for your wholehearted support to the library, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now I request Dr. Memory, our Deputy Librarian, to introduce our speakers, our trainer. You are, I think, muted.
Thank you, sir. A very good afternoon and warm welcome to our respected chief guest, Sir Professor and Lokendra Singh, Honorable Vice-Chancellor of Manipur University, distinguished speaker, participants, and program organizer coordinator who have joined us for the inauguration of Summon Discovery Service and webinar on nurturing the research ecosystem with Research Companion, eBook Central, and Discovery Service databases organized by the Manipur University Library. Today, I'm indeed very pleased and proud to introduce our eminent and illustrious speaker, Mr. Sanjay Rajan, Senior Training and Consultant Partner, ProQuest, who will be giving us the virtual live training on Discovery Service databases, Research Companion, and eBook Central. Mr. Sanjay Rajan is based in New Delhi, India, and is working as a Senior Training and Consulting Partner in ProQuest for the last 5.5 years. He has more than 12 years of experience in information industry and has been looking after the ProQuest in India, Nepal, Bangladesh, Bhutan, along with his team. He is an alumnus of NISCARE, National Institute of Science, Communication and Information Resources, CSIR, and has worked on green energy technology patents. His dissertation work on green energy technology patent is also a part of ProQuest dissertation and thesis PQDT global platform. Mr. Rajan is still actively engaged in academic research works and has interacted with thousands of research scholars in other countries like Japan, China, Korea, Nepal, UK, Malaysia, helping different organizations in empowering their research and learning process. He is also a certified life coach and a counselor. So after the session, discussion will be made available to all the participants. Each one of you can put the question in the chat box and subject expert will be answering to all your queries. So without any further delay, I'd like to welcome Mr. Rajan and hand over the next session to proceed with his presentation, sir.
Thank you, madam. Can I get the permissions to share my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Is my screen visible to all of you?
Clear.
Is it visible, sir?
Yeah, now it is visible.
Thank you. So very good morning to everyone. Thank you so much for a nice introductions of me, and on behalf of the ProQuest, I'd like to say that we are humbly grateful to our esteemed Vice-Chancellor, sir, Librarian Dr. Nihar Patra Singh, and the whole team of the Manipur University who are working to organize this webinar from so many days. I am really grateful to you. Much gratitude to all of you for doing your hard work for organizing this session and giving an opportunity to me to interact with all of you. Previously, we have organized one webinar on larger scale in the collaborations with the Manipur University last year, and it was quite a successful webinar, and we received lots of the great feedback from all the participants. This is the second series of the webinars we are doing in collaborations with the Manipur University, and I hope so this can be also helpful to all of you in supporting your academic research work. Thank you so much for inviting me. Today, our topic is related to nurturing the research ecosystem. After the COVID-19 situations, lots of things have changed around the world, and it is if we see the academic environment and the system that is working around the world after the COVID-19, we are observing that it is an important need for everyone to create such kind of wonderful research ecosystem where not only students can be benefited, but everyone can get also an opportunity to contribute in nurturing the research ecosystem in any university at individual level or maybe at the department level or the organizations level. For nurturing, for keeping this kind of the objective, surely we cannot do all these things in isolations or by self. We need the support of the different softwares, different organizations also. And with the help of the ProQuest and the Ex Libris, we are many universities are accessing our services around the world, and we are providing the services at this time more than 156 countries. From last year, Manipur University have purchased some important products from the ProQuest, that is the Research Companion, eBook Center, and the Summon Discovery System. I'm also a researcher scholar, and I have gone through all those painful process, which is quite, I think, an integral part of any research journey for any researcher scholar. And as per my understanding, if I look into these resources, either it is a research companion, ebook central, or the discovery service and databases, it's really a very helpful for any researcher scholars. When I was in the CSIR, I was doing the work on the green energy technology patents. Then I was I was not aware actually about this kind of the resources, and it was quite painful when I look from these days and compare those days. Then surely I was feeling that I was has to lots of the struggle due to the lack of the awareness about these resources, and surely these resources can be helpful for any researcher scholars in terms of minimizing the gaps that can be helpful or that can be in their academic research. I'm based in New Delhi, and I already told that in my background, I have some I have academic research background, and one of the most important thing when I joined the ProQuest is that I got a chance to visit different organizations in India and outside India. And in those visits, I always, as a research scholar or as a academic person, I always try to just observe all the different research activities or academic activities when I meet with any faculty member, researcher, scholars, or the student. I have lots of the good experiences, good observations during my visits. Like one of the memorable experience of the Japan visit when I visited the Tokyo University, Reikyu University, Waseda University, and lots of learnings I have done. So the whole session I have just tried to incorporate all those some observations, some learnings that can be helpful for all of you. So in this session, we will try to understand what is the ebook central research companion and the summon, and how the most important thing is that how these three platforms can help you in connecting the different dots of the academic research, and that can how you can take the maximum advantage from these databases for your academic work. I hope so. Many of you are academic faculty member, many experienced persons here. Our Honorable Vice-Chancellor Sir here, and I was listening the details which has been shared about our Vice-Chancellor Sir by Dr. Nihar Patra. And I assume that Sir has a great experience in the academic field, and I hope so Sir has got a chance to guide so many people and interact with so many students. I have also, our team, ProQuest team has also done a survey around the world, and we have interacted with the students, research scholars in all the top organizations like the Cambridge University, Oxford University, and many more in the different countries. Based on that survey, we were trying to understand what are the major challenges of any students or the research scholars. And in our survey, we identified that one of the most important challenge for any academic student or research scholars is the academic writings. And the second most important challenge is related to the career growth. How both in if you see very minorly, then you can find that both are quite interrelated with each other. If we have some good academic records, then surely it is going to help us in getting a better career options. Now, if this is the challenge for the academic writings, then how we can just find some solutions to empower our students and the research scholars so that they can get some support from our system to, and that system can help in minimizing their different gaps, different challenges, and helpful for in completing their research work. For that, it is important to understand the need for all the research scholars. And if we try to understand their basic needs, then we understand that they need some kind of the scholarly information. They need some kind of the networking with the scholarly peoples who can help them in understanding or help them in connecting with the best practices of the academic research. And also they need some kind of the scholarly opportunities. If you observe in my observations also, in most of the cases or in most of the educational institution, either it is university or the technological institution or the different types of the institution, everywhere PhD work, research work, academic work is going on. And all these academic works are most of the times working in the two different modes. In first mode, most of the research scholars or maybe the PhD students or maybe the students are just trying to complete the academic assignments. It may be the thesis, it may be the dissertations, or it may be the research project. And if they have the 1 year, if they have the 3 years or the 4 years, and they all those 4 years, they are their main agenda or their main focus is to complete the research work at any by hook, crook, by any methods. But parallelly, one another thing is also working, and many students, many research scholars are engaged in not only completing the work, but they are focusing on the nurturing the more. Many of you, as per the, if you see the current system, current education system or academic system, then for getting a PhD degree, you have to publish 2 research paper, and one in the conferences or maybe in some good journals also. But when you talk or interact with those students who are working in just a finishing mode of their academic work, and if you interact with them, you always find that he has some fear, they have some fear, they have some frustration, tension, how I can publish a paper. I always receive calls from different faculty members, research scholars, sir, I have to publish a paper and I have just 1 month, I have just 1 week, can you help me in publishing any papers? I need a urgent help from you. And then I was just thinking how anyone can just publish a paper in 1 week or the 1 month if that has been not prepared in as per the ethical guidelines of the academic publications. But again, if you talk with those students who are continuous, who are engaged in nurturing their research work or the academic work or the project or the research project, if you talk with them, they're quite comfortable, they're quite cool that maybe they have to publish 2 papers, but they can be also able to publish 3 to 4 papers. As a university, university or maybe as a department head, many of you are engaged in the decision-making process. And if you think in that particular direction, then everyone at this time, I am observing in most of the universities or institutions are engaged in developing the research ecosystem in their university or the institution. If you break down this research ecosystem component into different components, there are 2 important components that is very, very important for any academic organizations. First one is the focus on the teaching, learning, and the resources. What are the different resources are also required? Many universities who have very effective kind of the resources in, if as per the survey, they their faculty member are able to publish more better research paper in more better or impactful high impact journal. Second thing is that if many universities or in institutions who have the different kind of the resources, ample kind of the resources, but maybe they are lacking in their research practices also, and due to that the output of the research is quite low in comparison to the other universities and the institutions. So if we want to develop the research ecosystem, nurture the research ecosystem in our university, then surely we need to focus on these 2 different dimensions of the research ecosystem. We have to also focus on or improve our research practices, and also we have to focus on the different learning and the teaching resources also. It can be helpful for us students, faculty members, research scholars, and the research officers also. Many university institutions have taken lots of the initiative to empower their research ecosystem, like they are working on the improving the researchers' experiences. After COVID-19, many of them are trying to develop some digital kind of the platform through which researchers or our students can get a better experience and able to access or use all the resources that is available in the university library. Also, many universities are working on very hard to provide all the research supporting tools, like Manipur University has provided the research company and ebook center summon platform to their research scholars along with the other resources also. Research funding is also very, very important for any organizations. There are many funding agencies are working that can be important for any research scholars, like ProQuest has one platform, Pivot, where we are connecting the different research scholars with more than $70 billion funding opportunity. Recently, one of the university which is our customers and where one of the faculty member has got a very nice funding for their research work. And surely this is a quite a important after the COVID-19 situations where every department has to be self-dependent to run their research project. Faculty development program is also one important part for developing the research ecosystem, because if faculty member will be aware about all the different elements of the research, then surely they can be able to impart all those different information, knowledge, insight to their students in more better way. And also many universities are also focusing on to just create a environment where students, faculty member, and the researcher scholars can be motivated to motivated for more research publications for their work on their related to their research work. One of the most important element for the research ecosystem is the research information ecosystem. If we want to develop the research ecosystem, then we have to empower the research information ecosystem. And also it is very, very important to connect your student, research scholars, faculty member with this information ecosystem. There is a huge lack or huge gap where many of the research scholars and their student and the faculty members are not well connected with the information ecosystem. If we talk about the information ecosystem, then means if we break down all these different components of the information ecosystem, then you can find that some of the information, well published information, well authenticated information are available in the format of the journals, books, dissertations, video content, research report, magazines, newspaper, and some tools, software that can be helpful for any students and the researchers. These are the important elements for any information ecosystem. For that, many of research scholars and their students are trying to access the different source of information. And if you use either any browser you are using, either as a Google, either it is a Mozilla or the Chrome or maybe the Microsoft Edge, if you type on any particular topic, you can find the million billion source of information and different platforms that can be helpful for you. ProQuest is also one platform which is highly dedicated a platform for academic research and learning. We have also connected with the different universities, and also we have given the providing the services to your university. And at this current stage, Manipur University has the 3 different resources. One is the summon, for which I think today is very, very wonderful day that our Vice-Chancellor sir has inaugurated the summon platform, discovery platform, and that is really, I trust this can be a blessing for all the students and research scholars. The second one is the research companion. Mainly, I think I was going through your library website, and I was just also going through the summon platform which you have just given, and I found a number of resources you have given to you. And I think and all those resources are quite important for any research activities. But when you are trying to use the different journals, magazines, or the books, sometimes we are not aware about this, the process for extraction of the information. Maybe you have the ProQuest book, maybe you have the American journals, or maybe you have the other publishers platform also. But if you are not able to about to how to extract the information, then everything is going to be bestest for you. So it is important for us to also be well connected with the information literacy elements. The main objective for the information literacy is that we became more efficient and well connected with the effective methods and the techniques to extract the information, manipulate the information, and use the information. For that, we have given you the research companion platform. Books is very, very important for any researcher scholars. I also like to read the book, and I whenever I got a chance to read the book, I always read the book. And luckily, I have also the access of the ProQuest Book Central, and I always have. If you see my desktop, you can find more than the 500 books that has been downloaded on my system. And so, as per my experience, I'm not talking from the bookish point of view or maybe from the ProQuest, but as a individual point of view, really reading a book is really a great, I think, blessings for all of us. And if you read a book, you can be a completely a different person, and your research work will be completely at a different level. And surely these are through the ProQuest platform, we are providing a number of the books, and that can be really helpful for all of you. We will discuss how we can access those books and what are the different tools we have given you for this particular on this particular platform. Like I already told you that after COVID-19, lots of things have changed, and this has also changed in the books also. Previously, I think many of you, even I like to read the print books, and many of you like the read the print book. If you observe your pattern of using the books, then many of you, like me, I always like to underline the different lines, different pages, bookmark the different pages, also make some notings on the different paragraphs, which I think that can be important. Or maybe during reading, I got some kind of the ideas. I just put down all the words, all my ideas on that particular paragraph. But if you see the difficulty is in just storing all those information for a long time. It is quite difficult for them. But on the ProQuest platform, if you have highlighted anything, if you have make any notings, and if you bookmark anything, everything will be stored in your personal account. And maybe after 6 months or 1 year, you are in process for writing a research paper, you will be able to download only those notings which you have done on any particular page, or maybe in the 100 books, maybe in a 100 pages in a single book. Everything can be downloadable, and you can be able to use all those notings for your research work. Maybe many of you are faculty member, maybe tomorrow you have to take a class at 11:30. Before going to enter the class, maybe you have done some notings for your student, and if you want to share those important informations with your student, just open the ebook central platform, log in your account, and then just look into all those notings, and without reading the whole books, without going through the whole pages of the books, just you can share only those notings with your student. That's wonderful things for any students and research scholars. Now, let us see each platform, and we can just find out some important elements, and then we can see online in demonstration that how this can work for all of you. Summon is a wonderful platform, and there are lots of the beauties in this platform that can be helpful for all of you. If you see from the user's perspective and the research perspective, when we try to access the collect the content from the different research project, then sometimes we use the books, sometimes we use the articles, and in those different resources, when we try to use those different resources, it is quite difficult to manage all those information, go to the different site and just try to access the information. So we need some kind of technological help which can help us in just focusing and engaging with only relevant content that can be helpful for also connecting with the right content for all of us. Is there any problems? I'm getting one message that they're not able to see my slides. Are you not able to see my slides? Is everyone not able
Yes, it
to
is
see?
visible. It is visible.
Yeah, thank you, sir. So many of the times we see discovery platform as just to integrating all the library resources and just deliver all those records on a single page. No, this is not a discovery. Discovery is like a mentor for any research scholars, which can guide them that how you can connect with the right resources, which how you can utilize in more pragmatic way, more kind of the relevant content for you. First of all, if we understand the usage pattern or the different kinds of the patterns which users, as a library professional, many of you are library professionals, and when you interact with the users, then most of the communication, most of the searching is related to sometimes they're coming to search for their course assignment, research project, and also sometimes they're looking for a specific content on the specific types of the records, and also sometimes they're looking for the review content. These are the basic things for which users are coming on the platform. If you try to also understand the types of the searches which they are doing on the platform, and someone can be helpful for all the library professionals, how things are going on in their library. So many of the times users are just copying any particular lines and just put in the platform in any platform. Sometimes they are using very well framed keywords. Sometimes they are just going to give any types of the key term. Sometimes they are just using the citations information in any particular search box. Sometimes they are giving any large in illogical kind of the terminology in the support. These are the different types of the variations you can find in the different user. So maybe why this is happening, because most of the users are not aware about the different effective method for the searching and other thing. And also it is not possible, for example, it is not possible for a 5 or 10 peoples in the library who can train each and every users. If the users are in the 5,000 or 10,000 number, it is not possible to train them. It is not possible to guide each and everyone on the best practices. But if you have a discovery platform, then without involving with the users, system will work on behalf of you, and they, if any users will give any illogical key terms, or maybe they are not giving the right patterns of the key term, system can help in identifying and organizing all those terminology in a very effective way, and then they can help in connecting the users with the right resources. How this can be helpful for you, that like if you see one thing, maybe I think many of you have observed that, I have also observed this thing, that if you publish any, if you submit your research paper to many different journals or the different magazines, and maybe if you got a chance to interact with the different editors of the different journals, then many of times you can just find some kind of the observation after discussing with the editors, that they are preferring, first of all, they do not look your full text paper. First of all, they look the list of the references, and if your list of references is not very strong, then maybe they can devaluate your paper. And what is the different parameters for the references? Then they are mostly, they are looking for the different variations in the different kind of the resources. At this time, in the last, from the last 3 to 4 years, many editors are expecting from the users that they can also include the video content. They can also make a variations, like they can also use the news content, also from the high impact journals, articles, and the books. So these kind of the variations can be very important for them. But as a researcher scholars, when you try to access all those resources, maybe sometimes due to lack of the information extracting techniques and other thing, we are not able to connect with that. So for either you are trying to access the video content, publishers content, open access content can be also important for you, or maybe you are the local repository, or maybe the different repository. Everything can be need some kind of the different kind of the searching techniques, or maybe sometimes the different terminology you will use as per the defined parameters of the different parameters. So it is quite important for them, for any user, that I should have a single search box to extract all the different content that is available for me. Like for example, for me, when I started to work on the green energy technology patent, I was not aware that I was not aware even to know how I can search the different patent that has been filed in the different countries. At the time, I was completely a zero kind of the persons who have not any knowledge about that, and at that particular moment, I had to learn from a scratches. I was not aware that there may be some discovery platform that can be helpful for all. But at this time, you have the ability, and you can save yourself from those kind of the resources. Why you should summon? Why you should use the summon? There may be this is a very important question. Maybe you have the summon, I think, from last year's from this year, and if you see the users, then I think many of you have still not used this particular platform. Maybe you are not getting a logical justification that why I should use the summon, why I should not use the some a specific platform for your research work. There is one important thing that in context of summon, when you are, like I told you, that we need, as a research scholars, we need the different types of the resources, and different types of resources like the video content, or maybe the articles, or maybe the book, they have the different patterns for the metadata there. And maybe sometimes it is quite difficult to organize all those informs. But what someone is doing, if you are accessing some particular articles or document from the ProQuest, or maybe from the Elsevier, maybe from the Earlys, or maybe from the Web of Science or Scopus, whatever the different platform you are using, someone, when you are trying to access the resources from the, when you are searching in the summon and different records are displaying on your platform, then someone authenticate all those resources from all those the standard platform. Like for example, a scholarly resources are very important for all of you. As a researcher scholar, we always focus on to just use the articles from the peer reviewed journal. But how you can say that this is a peer reviewed journals or not? If you're using some particular article, then how you can justify that this is a peer? If I will say that yeah, this is a peer reviewed, can you trust on this my words? No, you should not trust on my words. You should some kind of the authentic analysis, analytical platform which have already done the all the analysis that which journal is scholarly or not. So we are using the earliest platform. Whenever you search, when you are getting any record in background, someone analyze all those articles, that is that from the early, that is it a article that is coming from a scholarly journals or not. if something is missing from the DOI in some record, then also someone use the crossref, check from the crossref, and enrich the metadata. If some article is missing some metadata, then someone is enriching all those metadata. So before displaying the records, someone first enrich the metadata that is available in your records, and then after that it can help in just discovering the best elements for, or the best documents for all of you. So this is the one important aspect, how someone is different from the other platform, or why you should go through the summon. If you see, maybe you are have the in your library you have the 10 different platform, and if you are searching on some particular content, maybe that is also available through the ProQuest, that is available through the Springer, that is available through the Algebra also. And in that case, your every articles has a different kind of the number or different kind of the metadata information. So someone is giving is calculating all those different metadata information and use the merging technique and just produce as a single document for you, and that can be quite easy for you to connect with the right content for all of you. Now the second thing is how again, maybe you are not logically justified or satisfied that why I should use the summon, then there is, I would like to share one thing is that if you are searching in the summon, if you are searching in the other databases, then if you are searching on any particular terminology and you are getting some record, then what is the searching pattern in the summon is that when you enter any keywords, then someone is redirecting that particular key terms to the unified index platform. We have developed a CDI, Common Discovery Index platform, and through that you can, and after going through that unified index, then we display the record. But here if you see the another different platform, then they have a different indexing, they have a different databases, and your key terms is forwarding, redirecting to indexing also, databases also, and after they are trying to display the records to you. So this is a not very scientific. In someone you are getting the more scientific technically records for your research work. Either you are searching on the broad topic, narrow topic, or some known items, everything is supported by the summon, and you can use the documents in more better way. Next is that ranking. Ranking is very important for any researcher scholars. So I already told that discovery is not a, the meaning of the discovery platform is not to just integrate the library resources and just produce the number of the records for on your keywords. Before displaying the record, discovery platform is a very great, I think, contribution in the ranking also. And if you see the summons ranking, then we are using both dynamic ranking and the static ranking. And in dynamic ranking, we are also using the term frequency, field weight, subject field weighting, term stemming, stop word, subject terminology, synonyms mapping. And in static ranking, we also consider the content type, publications type, a scholarly peer-reviewed journals, highlighting the local connections, local collections, citing a number of the cited. All these parameters based on our article, our displaying article is going through all these parameters. Then only that is displayed on the result page, which is you are getting the different records on the result page. So behind the, it is not important the record, but how behind the screen, what are the different technical thing is happening, that is the important for you. And we are working very hard, and this is the reason why I should try to use the summon for our getting the better content for them. The third thing is that if we have a wonderful platform, but if that is not a very simple way, we are not giving the very simplified experience, then still it is quite difficult for those users who are new, maybe those for the new researcher scholars, new student, or especially for the graduate student, it can be difficult for them. But if you use the summon, you can find the experience like the Google. Just simple enter your keywords and system will start to give the records based on all those parameters which I have shared in my previous talk. And it can be quite simple for even a child can search in the summon and get the best documents for them. And it is quite accessible on all the different equipments like the mobile phone, a smartphone, iPad, desktop, laptop, everywhere you can have. And when you see about the layout, then you can find the same kind of layout, either you're searching on the mobile or anything like that. We have given all the different features like the filtering facets, citation management, saved searches, permalinks, integrated chat, and help also. You have also given the WhatsApp chat options. If library wants to just use this, they can also use it, and they can connect with us. We will help you in just connecting how you can implement the WhatsApp chat. That can be quite helpful for many users, because at this time WhatsApp is quite common for any researcher scholars. We have also given the dynamic search session feature, multilingual search, autocomplete feature, search within a journal, all different features that can be important for you that has been integrated with this. We have also given the synthetic unbounds feature, that is a paid platform, BX recommender, that is also a paid platform. If you go for the individual subscription, then you have to pay some other prices for accessing this particular technological tool, but we have integrated all those tools in the Summon platform, and that can be helpful for any researcher scholar. Some important feature, especially for the researcher scholars, like we are keeping the citation. We have also given the citations trail that can be important for you, and we have given the tool like the cites and the cited by that can be quite helpful for all of you. You can use this thing, and then you can create your own citation path, whichever the article that you think that can be important for you. If you click, maybe you have clicked the 3, 4, 5 times on the different articles, this tool, everything will be uh, collected here. View your citations path, and then you can, if you click all those articles which has been collected in your citation path, surely that can be quite helpful for you in understanding your research patterns or the different pattern that is existing related to your research questions. A research question is very important for you. So in context of the research questions, you can use this tool to get more insightful information for all of you. Many of times when I personally, when I use or search the different terminology in any in ProQuest platform, sometimes I didn't find some relevant documents for me. But when I use the related items, then in that particular panel, we are getting lots of the important document, which may be not possible for me to discover those information, because we are using the artificial intelligence technology. So when I have given any terminology in the platform, system captures our choices, and based on that choices, system displays some records on that. So on the result page, you can find some reviews and chapters tab here, and this tab, if you click there, then you can find some related documents that can be important for all of you. So if you click here, you can find some, maybe it can be the review documents or maybe, but that can be important for you also. Saving search query, this is a very important for you, but you cannot, but mainly if you are using any platform, you're getting the personalized account and just save the different, but someone is quite a little bit different. We are not giving that kind of the uh, 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 traditional pattern for saving the document, because if you understand the nature of the discovery platform, then that is not looking much relevant in context of the latest technology. But we have a I think high demand that we should also keep the save search icon, save search kind of the features for the users. So we have given this a star button here. You can with the search box, if you click here, that can work you for the saving search icon. And I hope so many of you have used, or maybe many of you have not used. If you click them, then that can work for you as a saving search icon. But for that, if you click here, whatever the terminology key terms you have given there, if you click on that particular link star button, then they will ask for your login in either your the Microsoft account or the Google account, and your information will not store in the Summon platform, but that will be stored in your Google account or the Google Drive, and it will look like this. So your all the informations will be stored here, and whenever you want to use this, you can just go there, open your Google Drive or the account, then you can just find all your content here. So many of you have just maybe not used these features. You can start to use this feature, so you can also save the important document in your account also. How you can use the save search? So for as a library administrator, you can just go to the summon admin console, and just here, just click on, just select the on button, and then it will it will enable the Microsoft OneDrive and the Google Drive for the users, and they can start to use this particular features. Maybe that has been not activated, so you can use go there. And I have talked about the central discovery index. That is a one important feature we have given in the summon platform that is differentiating with the other platform. And really, this is one of the largest collection of the indexing. You can say the indexing platform we have developed, and around 4 billion indexing documents are available here, and all the summon documents what are we are going to get on the result page, that is before displaying the records, we are taking that all the different records to the central discovery index, and it is a clean document. Means when we are rotating our documents, your document through this particular platform, it provides a very clean and the pure documents in for your research work. Now, the next important thing is that we are also using the big data. And when you search on any particular document, even you are searching in the Google, you can get the million billion documents on any particular topic. But in terms of the relevancy, in terms of your research question, in terms of your research project, it is important that you can get or you can extract only those documents which have some interrelation or maybe interconnection with your research question. And that is so for example, if you are searching on that, like for example, this is the topic, and if you search on them, you are getting the different types of the document in terms of we are showing through the different colors. So what the summon is doing here, someone is integrating or classifying the data which which your search term is searching on the summon. So the system has classified all the different databases, different documents in a organized way, and after that also, after the classification of the document, someone is just trying to find the data relation between the different relation between the data, same kind of the data. If you see here, all the different documents has interconnected, and the summon is helping us to identify the different connection between them. And after that, after classifying, after finding the data relations, then after that, summon is also interconnecting with the trying to find the data relation, intelligent discovery experiences with connecting with the different in connection with the different organizer. So someone is not directly displaying the records, just you have got the records on your keyterm, but someone is working very hard to just organize, classify, and also with based in context of the data relation. Like one example also, if you see here, when you search on any particular document, we are also doing the smart, so someone is doing the smart kind of the discovery and the searching, and it is also well connected with the authors, courses, subjects, citations, collection. Each and everything is just analyzed intelligently by this someone discovery system, and then only after that you are getting the record. So as a users, you are getting the more refined kind of the documents for your research work, and this can be more helpful for all of you in context of the research work. Now, I'm just taking you to the online platform for the summon which you have the access. So this is the summon platform, manipur.summon.serialsolutions.com. I hope so. Everyone has the access of this URL, and if you click them, then you will come on this page. So this is your Manipur University logo. And here, this is the basic search page, Google-like page, very simple page. And if you enter any keywords in this particular search box, then you can find number of the documents. And I already shared all the different patterns or the different kinds of the activity that is happening behind the this page. And surely, I hope so. As a researcher scholars, you can understand the value of all those technology that is working in the summon. So for example, if I'm working on maybe I'm trying to find the research method or maybe on any particular topic. So after giving the key term, so are you able to see my screen? I think I just got a feedback that, yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
thank you, sir. So this is the summon platform, manipur.summon.serialsolutions.com, and when you just enter any keywords, again, I already told that autocomplete feature is available integrated in the summon platform. So we are also displaying some kind of the related topics. Maybe like the exploratory research is a part of the research method, exploratory research, and also the life of the. So maybe sometimes as a researcher scholars, we can feel that yeah, the suggested key terms or the terminology can be very effective for you as a researcher scholars. And if you are quite convinced that this can be important, then you can just click here and you can just find that up. Otherwise, you can just click here. So this is the as a first step, you can just use this and simple to you don't need to have any knowledge and just enter the keywords and you will be able to identify some documents on that. Now, what is the beauty of this platform? As a researcher scholar, I already told that my condition when I was started to work on the greenhouse technology pattern, even I do not know the basic ideas about this particular. I was started on the under the guidance of one scientist, which is still a very senior scientist in the CSIR. But my condition is quite poor. So at that time, I was also, if I am working on any particular document or looking for some document, I need to go to the Google to just check the what is the definition of this terminology. And it is a quite a time taking to every time you go in the Google, search the definition and just try to understand what is this particular content or context in the green energy technology. So but here if you are seeing here in the right hand side, we are also displaying the methods, definition of the method. We have integrated the Wikipedia with the Sun platform, and if you go through this particular definition, then it can be quite helpful for you to understand the topic on which you are searching in a right context, and then you can be able to search your document in more better way. That is very important for you. The another thing is that we are also displaying the related topic. I have just searched on the sometimes maybe for especially in case of the new researcher scholars. For example, I am working on the consumer behavior. Maybe this is my topic. If I am going to search simply on the consumer behavior, then surely this is not the right pattern for searching. Maybe I am looking some classified part of the consumer behavior, but because I am a new, I have no idea on my topic, then how I can search that particular thing. So related topic can be very important for you, that sometimes you can find some related correlated things, and that can be quite helpful for all of you also. As a researcher scholars, I always believed that one, like everyone, you got some kind of this kind of the commercial advent that one idea can change your life. I believe that one information can change the whole impact of your research paper or the research project or the document, because that has happened to me, and I hope so that and after realizing this, I do not dare any times I do not dare to miss any single piece of information, either that is even coming from the newspaper. So as a researcher scholars, we cannot dare to miss any kind of the information. And also, I believe in the statement of the Chanakya. I hope so. Everyone has studied about the Chanakya. He told that if you find a gold, even in the any dirty place, do not hesitate to pick that particular gold from there. That's the thing. As a researcher scholar, we need to pick up the relevant piece of information, either it is coming from the different sources. Now the next item is that if you see here, if you just try to overview the different records, then you're finding something here, like for example, we are also displaying the alt metrics in this particular document, and that can be also very important for any researcher scholars. So if, for example, you are seeing here, this is the document innovative research method for studying treatment. If this document is relevant for me, then I can just use the cited by related articles here. I already told that related articles can be also important for me. Cited by PDF, if I want the PDF, then I can just take the PDF. So for example, if I am only looking the PDF full text article, then I can just click here. This is a PMJ document, and this is the PDF. Whole PDF is here. You can download, you can just take the print out, whatever you want to do, or you can save in your desktop. So this is the one thing, most important thing for many research scholars you can do. If you want to preview the document, then also you can preview the document and you can just get an idea you should download this article or not. If you want to just understand how many people have used this article, where this article has been cited, and you can, if you click that, then you can get the list of the article that has where this article has been cited also. Even if you want to just check that the different alternatives related to this particular article, like for example, this is the 67. If you click here, then you can find some important information that can be helpful for you or not. So many of times we are confused. This article is useful for me. It's looking good. It's matching with my key terms, but really this is good. And one important context for selection of any particular article for or including them in your research paper or the thesis or the dissertation is that how many people have cited those articles, how many people have shared that article, how many people have recommended that article. That is also one important context we always use in selection of our different articles. So this particular parameter is also quite helpful. So, and if you see here, then this article has been shared or used in the different countries like the United States maximum times, in the United States, Australia, Canada, and also you can who are going to use the scientists and the practitioner, doctors, healthcare professional, and also we are displaying the percentage where percentage of the used by the different group of the users. So if scientists are using this particular article, if doctors and the practitioners are using this article, then surely maybe this article have some value to get a place in my research work, in my academic work. So this can be one additional, I think, parameters that can be helpful for you. You can also find the dimension citations. You can also find the how many people has been say how many times that has been said in the Facebook, Twitter, blogs, news summary. So these are the this summary can be also helpful for you in getting some idea about this particular article. If sometimes if research, I also personally believe that research work is not happen in isolation. Even if you are a PhD a student, then if you're a PhD student, then it is very, very important to get in touch with at least one person that is your research guide. And what is the meaning of this connection with your research guide is that you need to start the process for sharing the info. The major part of the connection with your research guide is the sharing of the information. Either your mentor or the research guide is sharing some article with you, or you are sharing with some articles with you for the verifications, for the justification that you should use it. And this is very, very important thing. Like, but as per my experiences also, when I was in CSR, when I tried to just connect with my scientist guide, and most of the time he did not have the time. Most of the time when I go to his chamber, he didn't there. He was not there. So it is quite difficult for me to get time from my guide. So, but if you are here and if you want to share some kind of the content with your research guide, or maybe your research guide is using this particular platform and they got some article, they can generate the link and share with you at the moment. Also, citation is very, very important. As per the academic ethics, it is very, very important that if you are using any piece of information from any particular document, or even if you are using single image from any particular document, or either even if you are not going to copy and paste, but even if you are using the concept that has been discussed in this particular document, you should mention the source of information. That is very, very important for them. And then if you use this cite tool, then you can export the citations in quite easy way, and this can be quite helpful for all of you. Even you can email this item. If you click here the email option, then just enter the email ID, and this particular all the related information will be shared with your faculty member. And also you can save this item in a particular session also. And if you want some more actions, like some of you like the refer platform, like personally I'm using the refer platform. So if some article will be good for me, I simply export in my the refer documents, and when I will get some time, then I can use the refer platform and to use as per my choices or do anything. So if you are using any citations tool, then you can also use this particular things like that. Now, this is the basic things which I have shared with you. Again, save the current file. So for example, I'm working on the research method. I want to go write a paper on the research method. Then simply click here, login into the Google account. I have already shown the format, how it will look like that. And you can just use this for your purpose. Many of times you can like, okay, just one important thing, if you come on the left hand side, then we have given all the different features for searching for filtering the options. Like you can filter by the full text or the scholarly peer review, open access, library catalog, This is the one thing you can do here. Also, content type, based on the content type, you can just use these features. Like for example, so you have all the filter options. You can just go with all the, you can go the subject wise here, subject terminology wise, or the database wise. Also, you can use all those features right here. So say, so for example, if I am working here and I'm looking specific to some databases, then I can just click here, click on the more options. So this is the same pattern we are using here. Like for example, I'm looking from the only the ACS publications, or maybe from the Cambridge, or maybe from the any platform. Just select here, and after selections, you can, this all your selections will come here, and if you click on the apply, the content only displayed from that particular platform there. So this is the basic patterns. You can use them. These are not very challenging. Everything is quite simple for you. You can go with the subject wise. If you click on the more, select a different interrelated subject that can be applicable for you. And even if you want to remove some particular topic, maybe the anthropology is not related to you, you can just remove them, and then you can just apply and just use this particular document here. Now, sometimes we are looking for some specific document in the summon, and if in that context we have given the advanced search options here. In advanced search, you can search with the subject wise in which you are interested. Particularly, for example, you are looking only in the agriculture, anatomy. We have given all the different subject areas: geography, geology, government, law, whatever the different subject area that is available in your university. We have already all of them have captured here. You can select any particular subject: mathematics, medicine, meteorology, or maybe if you are looking for some particular languages document, they can also use them. Content type is also very important for you. If you are looking for the book chapter, book review, then you can select accordingly. You can go with the year wise. Either if you are looking for the 12 months, just simply click on the 12 month, 3 year, 4 year, or maybe you're looking for some more a specific date range for your content, you can just go there. Also, we have given the different search field. You can select the title, author's name, publication's title. These are the different, these are helping in just connecting with the right document for any particular authors or any particular title. And you can give the key terms. You can use the Boolean operators also. We have given the and or not. We have given the all different. So you can use like the other platform we have given here, and you can use these features. Click here and the search. Also, you can limit, for example, many of the researchers are interested only in the full text. I don't want anything. I need only the full text. You can select here. If you're looking only for the scholarly documents, peer review document, then you can select here, and then you can search here. Sometimes you do not want the news content. Many of times we don't want the news content. We don't want the dissertation. We don't want the book reviews. Whatever you want, whatever you do not want, if you are very clear, just give the instructions to the system, and this system will work in as per your instruction. One more important thing is that you have purchased the summon platform, and our team has integrated your library resources. But sometimes maybe your library resources is not, I think, sufficient for your users, because users has a different research question, different topics, or maybe sometimes it is not sufficient for each and every researcher, scholars, or the student who are in your university. So what we have done, one important things for all of you, that if you want to expand your results, then also you can you can just click here and select the all the documents which is available beyond your library, and that can be important for all of you. So this is the one thing you can do. I recommend to use, just select the include results from outside your library collection. This will be really helpful for you in connecting some more documents with you, and always connecting with more documents is quite helpful on this platform. Like one question I received, that to show the how you can search the dissertation. So we have come on the advanced search, go to the content type, select the dissertation thesis, enter your key term, and then you will get only dissertation thesis in your research work. So this is a very simple method. Whatever the content type you want to search. Maybe you're looking for the government documents, maybe you're looking only the images. We are also supporting the image search. If you're looking for the image, if you're looking for the journal article, whatever we have given is a huge list of the content type, and we are supporting all the different types, like even the presentation, publications, references, everything, report, everything has been given. And you can just play with this platform. I recommend to play with the platform, and I hope so within a week you will have all the expertise how you can just use this platform. But important is that you need to give 1 week on this platform, then only you can be able to be very well acquainted with this platform to explore all those information. Now sometimes we do not need the article, we need the some kind of the, maybe for as a researcher scholars you have some kind of the favorite journals or favorite platform that can be helpful for you. So in that case we have also given the A to Z list that can be very helpful for you. If you want to just connect with your journals magazine that has been given to you, then you can just click here, and here you can find the list of all those publication or the different databases that is available in your library or that has been integrated by your library and the ProQuest team for you to support you. So either you can go with the title wise alphabetical A B C D. If you are thinking that my journal's title starts from A B C D, then you can just click here and you can find there. Either if you are not okay with the alphabetical order, you are okay with the subject wise, that is quite convenient for any researcher scholars. For example, I'm looking at all the content from the business and economics, then I can click the business and economics and I will get only those documents which are related to the business and economics. Even if we are not happy with the browsing by the subject, I'm looking very specific databases, then what are the databases that is available in your library? We have integrated number of the resources as per the guidance of your library team, and then you can look here and everything is available for all of you. Like for example, ProQuest ebook central platform is available to you. Like I have already mentioned that ebook central platform is available for, if you want to search here in the summon platform, then you can click here and your ebook central platform will be accessible to you. I cannot access the, because I'm not an authorized users here, so it is going to here, but you are an authorized users. When you click here, you will be directly go to the ebook central platform from where you can start to search the ebooks from here. So you do not need to remember the URL, you do not need to remember anything. Just you have a summon account, you are an authenticated user of Manipur University. Come here, select the different types of the resources as per your choice and start to search there also. So we have given all the different options. Either you are working on the keywords, either you are working on any particular topic name, anything. Either you are looking for the subject wise content, you can do here. Either you can go for the alphabetical list, even you can just search with the DOI number. If you have the DOI number for any particular article, then you can enter the DOI number and click here. Because on summon we have the million billion articles are available, it is really quite difficult to search the exact document which I am looking. But if you have the DOI number is the digital object identifier, that is the unique ID of any particular article. Like we have the Aadhaar card, and Aadhaar card is a unique number for any particular person. That the same thing, every article has a unique identification ID here, that is called the DOI. If you give here DOI number, click here, you will also find the exact document if that is available in your platform. Also you can search with the title wise. So this is the basic thing. I will not go in much detail because I have to demonstrate two other platform also. So I hope so you have got the basic ideas about the summon platform. I have shared all the different background technology and the different concept on which is involved with the summon, which is a part of the summon. And if you keep all those things in the mind, that we have given you one of the best relevance ranking, very transparent and very, I think, neutral kind of the relevance ranking we have given. Whatever the resources you have, you can find the content from all of them with a very highly scientific process. So I hope so this will be quite helpful for you. I'm just moving forward for the next resource that is available to all of you, and I hope so that can be helpful for all of your research companion. I have discussed a lot about the summon, and I have shared lots of the information about the summon, like the ranking, like the how you can just do the basic search, advanced search, or the general wise search, article wise search, subject wise search. Yeah, really, that is a good. Someone is working as a mentor for you, and you do not need to be an expert of the searching. Someone is working all those, but it is always to have some information. It is always to have some expertise, and it is never ever going to harm me. If I have some expertise, then surely it is going to helpful for me. During in my previous organizations, I got a chance to be a part of the development of a federated search engine. And during that development of the federated search engine, I have explored very extensive kind of things I have done. They explored around more than 450 different publishers platforms. I have gone through each and every search techniques of search patterns of all the different 450 resources. And what is the benefit I got? That when I am explaining to you, I do not need to go for the basic, what is the basic search, advanced search, what are the different Boolean operators. I can just explain in very quite easy. So maybe that is not required for my profile, but if I have got some kind of expertise in some particular stage, really that is going to help for me. So ProQuest Research Companion is a platform which can help you in getting some kind of the information literacy. And if you got this some kind of the context, then trust me, you are going to get some more value additions for your research work, academic work. We are investing very hard, I think, efforts as a faculty member, as a researcher scholar. Maybe sometimes you are investing 3 to 4 years for writing a paper. As a PhD student, you are investing at least 3 years for writing your thesis. And after completion of thesis, if you are not getting some value, if someone is going to reject your paper, if you have submitted your paper to a Springer, IEEE, Elsevier, or any other publishers, and if they reject your paper, then surely it is quite a painful and heartbreaking things for us. So we should try to gather all those basic things that can be helpful for us in getting some more better results output for our us. So what is the ProQuest Research Companion? This is a platform I already told that can be helpful for you in getting some skills related to the information's literacy. And this is a platform where you can find all the related kind of the concept and ideas of the information literacy, research writing, you can say, or academic writings, you can say. If you are a library professional, especially this platform is recommended to all the library professionals, and because you are always 24 hours, you are in a process for supporting your researcher scholars and the faculty member. So this platform can be helpful for you, or you can recommend this platform to the right researcher scholars. So this platform has been developed by the expert, not only from the library platform, library science, but also from the scholars, from the faculty, academic faculty, who have helped in designing this platform. And with the help of the experts, ProQuest has developed this software for the help of the researcher scholars. What is this platform? This platform have 10 different modules, and this module is in the format for the videos and the text. It's like a kind of the learning resource for you, and anyone can just go through these videos and the text. Quite easy, simple platform. So after going through these 10 different modules, you can be able to learn, or you can able to find out some best things about the how you can just find the information, how you can evaluate the information, or how you can use the information. If you see from the researcher's perspective, or the faculty perspective, or a student perspective, what actually you are looking, I already told in the initial slides that every university is working very hard to develop a research ecosystem, and information research in research information ecosystem is a part of that. Means most of the time we are, as a academic persons, we are looking for the information, we are searching out information, we are evaluating the information, and we are using those information either in the writing paper, thesis, research project, whatever the academic works we are doing. So we can say that we are always in the ocean of information, and we are like using this information like drinking water for us. What are the different tools we have given to you? We have given a one tool, search ad. We have given a one tool, periodical evaluator, book evaluator, website evaluator, citation generator, and the revisioner. If you see the different pattern, if you observe your pattern, of your behavior with the different resources. Like it may be the book, or it may be the periodicals, it may be the website. We are using this kind of the resources, or we are extracting the information from these different types of the platform. But many of the times we are not able to extract the best possible you can the support from all the resources or information. So you can find these different tools that is going to help for you. I will just share in the online demo how you can just use them. This platform can be equally applicable for all the different tools equipment. Like if you have the iPad, laptop, desktop, you can use in very easy way. Now I'm just taking you to the online, and I hope so then it will be helpful for you. So this is the your ProQuest research companion. When you just give this URL, then you can just will need the username password. You can just click here. I'm using your platform, your university platform, which we have given to you. If you come here, then you can, this page will display it for you. And first of all, for as a user, this platform will recommend to create a personal account for you. And I recommend to just create a personal account. That will be helpful for all of you. So if you have not created, just click here and you can just create your account. That will be helpful in managing all the different what exactly we have given to you. So I already told that there are three important components of this platform, that is the find information, evaluate information, and the use information. For your help in the find information, we have given the three different modules for you. This is a learning module, how you can start, from where you can start, how do I choose a topic, and where do I find information. If you think the second module, how do I choose a topic? This is really relevant for all the different new research scholars. Even when I have to select my topic as a green in the green energy technology, I have to invest around 1.5 months for selecting the right topic for me. If because my guide told me that Sanjay, selection of topic is very important. At that time, I have not realized that. I was like in thinking that yeah, what is the importance of a topic? I can just write on any particular topic. I have to write a dissertation or write some kind of a research document, so it can be okay. But now I'm realizing that what is the value of the selections of the right. It maybe takes 2 months, 3 months, 4, but always select the right topic for you. Maybe we have some kind of the guidance from our mentors, our faculty members, our seniors, but if you want to understand some global patterns for selecting the topic, it is always good to have some additional source of information, additional guidance. So surely this is going to be quite helpful for you. Evaluating information is also very important for you. Whatever the information you are getting from the different sources, either you are getting from the Facebook or the LinkedIn, or maybe from the any particular social media tool, Twitter, or maybe it is a publisher's platform, or it is a books. It is very important for you to evaluate the resource, because you are not a common man, you are a kind of person. If you are a faculty member, you cannot use the information in the same way as a common man is using. If I am not a student of the biology, or the maybe the science, or maybe from the chemistry, it can be okay for me to go to the just to the Google or any particular place and just start to learn from the Google that what is chemistry and what is organic chemistry, what is molecule, what is the different benzene, what is the thing. But if you are a faculty of the chemistry, or if you are a researcher scholar of the chemistry, surely that cannot be applicable for you. You need to have some kind of the specific pattern, intelligent pattern, academic pattern for evaluating the using the resources. Also, evidence is very important for any researcher scholars. What can be counted as evidence? Like if you do the literature review, recently I have organized a session on the literature review, and I have discussed some details on that. We received a very wonderful response from the audience from the different countries, and in that, if you see the literature review, then there is a one type of the literature with the argumentative literature review. In those argumentative literature review, we try to find the different resources which can work as a logical evidences, evidence which can support my logic, which can support my statement, problem statement. So this is the very important for your as a researcher scholars, and you can find this tool, this particular learning module is helpful for you. Now we have also given, you can click here and you can start to learn from, but I recommend from that do not start from here, start from here. Click on the tools, and if you click on the tools, then you can find the 4 different tools for you. First, search ad. Second, the source evaluation ad, citation builder, and the revision ad. Ad means that is just ad means not the this is a in like a commercial content. This is a ad means whatever the search terminology you are going to use. That is a very important, playing a very important role in just discovering the right informs. I have also organized a public webinar, a special webinar on how you can construct your keywords and how you can do the effective search and how this can be work for you. So click here. So I'm taking the first tool for you, search ad. What is the meaning for the search ad? For example, maybe I'm taking the green energies. This is my topic. This may be your topic. Maybe it is a marketing. For example, I'm a business student and I have given this topic. Generally, many of the research scholars are doing this kind of the mistake that they take the key terms, enter in the search box and click on the search. But before, if you're trying to write a research paper, thesis, dissertations, or any particular research document, your keywords should be very powerful. But sometimes we do not have that kind of the awareness that how we can create the right keywords for us. So for example, if you're working on the marketing, give any key terms before reaching to the ProQuest platform or LGB or IEEE Springer. Use this platform and then create a keywords and then you can just move forward. Just click here how this is going to help. I have given the marketing, but this ProQuest research companion is helping us to all the connect with all the related terms of the marketing myopia, bad marketing, viral marketing, service marketing, marketing manager, marketing nets, marketing tips, product marketing. What kind of in what context I'm going to identify some documents for my research work. If you are a research scholar, always remember that context is very important for you. If you do not have the context and if you have a wrong context, then trust me, you will be never ever will be able to write a impactful dissertation, thesis, or the research paper. Always clear your context, and always also one more important thing is that intent is also important. Why do you want to search? What is the reason? What is the logic behind searching on the content on the marketing? It should be, if you are a research scholar, first be very clear about the intent and the context of your search. If you have not very clarity, trust me, you will not get never ever the right document or never even be very impactful document is there. So if you are giving the any key terms, marketing, I got a number of the different key terms. For example, if I'm giving the second key terms, you can use any key terms as per your choice. For example, I'm giving a green energy and I can find the number of the different green energy act. Clean energy, maybe if I search like that, I'm getting a right kind of synonyms. Why this is important for you? So in my session, I have just discussed, I have a lots of the discussion on the why I have this keyword chart, concept of the keyword chart. It is very powerful. Maybe many of you maybe are aware or not. I don't know how you are using this, you are searching for your document, but I recommend a scientific method. Use this keyword chart. If you are going to use this keyword chart, then trust me, your burden for the literature review or your burden for writing the academic papers can be reduced by almost 30 to 40%. So what is this keyword chart? Like for example, I'm working on the marketing. So just type the initial topic, use Excel sheet. I recommend to use the Excel sheet, and where you can just type the different terminology, initial topic, similar terms, broader terms, narrower terms, related terms. So for example, if I'm searching on the, I'm using the ProQuest companion, I have used the marketing or maybe green energy, then clean energy can be the related terminology for me. So if I will prepare this keyword chart with the help of the ProQuest Research Companion, and after that we will just try to go to the ProQuest platform or the Springer or whatever the different platform, or maybe the in the summon, then trust me, you will get the at least 50% better documents because you have a keyword chart. Do not interact with any platform without having a keyword chart. If you are a research scholar or the faculty member, like for example, in general, in our Indian tradition, when you visit your relatives home or your family member, it's a custom in our Indian culture that we always take some sweets, and we always prefer to go with some kind of the sweets or some gifts to our relatives or family members. So if you are going to your family members with a gifts or with some sweets, you can see a good feelings in your relatives language, body, mind, heart. If you go without a gifts or the sweets, then you can find a little bit different body language. The same thing. If you're approaching to the Seman or if you're approaching to the ProQuest or LJB or IEEE, whatever the platform you're using, without a gift of the keyword chart, without a box of the keyword chart, then trust me, system will behave like that also. But if you approach the platform with a keyword chart, they will feel good and they will deliver the best document for you. Like your relatives can offer tea, snacks, food, anything can offer. The system will also offer. System is behaving like the human behavior. So if you understand this, surely this can be very, very helpful for you. So this is the one thing you can use. Now I come to the so this search aid tool is that whatever the key terminology you are using, terminology or maybe the search term, you can search here, identify, refine your search term, and prepare a keyword chart and then approach to the different platforms. So this tool is for that. Now the source evaluation aid. I'm using the website, I'm using the periodicals, I'm using the books. Then how I can evaluate the platform? For example, if I'm this is the website. If for example, if I'm using the like the Google, you can give the www.google.com or the facebook.com or click here, then you can find some details about the website. So this is the some a site description. Who is the site owner? What is the domain? What are the different things? From where that is come, you can find some details about this platform. So having some details idea about the website, because if you are going to include some website's name or some of the information from some website in your research paper, then if that information is not authentic, not that website is not authentic, then surely you will be in the trouble in the future. So if you are going to use any piece of information, do not make entry for any piece of information if that is not authentic. If you are going to write a thesis, research paper or anything, this can be helpful for you. Enter the name of any website and you can find some kind of the evaluative information that can be helpful for you. Now the periodicals, we are also using the journals, magazines for our research work. So for example, maybe I want to use some kind of the magazines or some kind of journals. You can just enter here and then you can find the information about this particular journal. Like this is a scholarly journals and the title is here, publisher is here, periodical journal, peer reviewed, yes, country from where it is publishing, what is the publication frequency, who is the audience, and the most of the audience is the academic, scholarly like you, and what is the description, what can be the discussion that has been done. So how this particular, this is not that I have to telling that, yeah, this is just college and we are taking the informations from the ProQuest Reach. This is one of the best platform in the world we have developed for the getting the information justification that which journals, magazines is a scholarly or the non-scholarly. So in a whole world, all the top faculty members, researchers, scholars, library is using the ProQuest list to get an idea which journal is scholarly or not. So this is the about the you can use if you are using any journals, if you are planning to add any journals details in the reference list of your thesis or the research paper, then before that you can just check that what kind of journals or the magazines that is going to include in your research paper. Because I already told editors will not check or look into the full text of your paper. They will first check the list of the references, and if your list of references is not good, then surely you can be in trouble because they can evaluate your paper. Maybe your paper is one of the best paper you have written, like Einstein paper, but if your references is not good, sometimes if you have your bad luck at this particular moment, maybe editor is not in good mood or something like that can happen, surely your paper can be rejected within a fraction of a second. So that is a very, very important for you. We always use the books. We are also because using book or reading book is an integral part of our research work. So surely, for example, if you are using any particular book and I want to know, for example, this is the book I want to use in my research work, or maybe I want to just consider for my study, teaching, research, then also you can just enter the name, or even you can give the ISBN name, if the ISBN number. If you have the ISBN number, you can also give them, or you can just name the title or ISBN, and then you can find the book. This is also a scholarly publishers, and we are using the ProQuest Walker, that is a platform which have the largest collection of the books and the analysis, which book is scholarly or not. So you can find all the details: who is the author, what is the title, what are the table of the contents, who is the publisher, which year this book has published, who is the country, subject area, audience, who is the audience. Everything we have given here, and surely as a research scholar, this information can be very helpful for. This may be not important, much valuable for the new graduate student, but if you are a faculty member, research scholar, trust me, this is the one of the best piece that can helpful piece, which can maybe sometimes this can save you the some bad happenings with your research work or the research paper. Now the third is the citation builder. Maybe sometimes many of the users at this time, there are the many free citation tools are available, and many of you are using. But sometimes if we are using some resources and we want to create the citations for that particular content, then simply I can just do that. How you can do that? For example, here you can just find some articles. For example, if I search here, and this is my article, so you can just copy the link address, go there, enter the article here, and if you want to check the if you want to create the citations for the journal article, you can create the magazine, you can use for the newspaper articles, books for also, and you can just click here, and then you will get all the fields here, and you can just enter the name of the authors. Like for example, the author is Sanjay, Rajan. Article title, you can just enter the name of the titles here. Sorry, so you can just type the, maybe this is the, sorry, this is the title. You can just write them, things like that. It is green energy. Name of the titles, maybe this is the green energy publication. Column number, you can put the issue number, you can put the publications here, maybe this is the 2010, you can just put the page number like this, and then you can click on the generate citations. Citations will be generated within a fraction of the second. So maybe you have not the access of the citations tool, or maybe you want to include some document, like if you like, for example, today you are going through some newspapers, and maybe at random you can find some good articles on this newspaper. Then just enter all the details of the news article that is published, and just again you can just use that. Mostly we are facing challenges in the newspaper article. Newspaper articles, we are getting sometimes get very nice information in the news articles. I already told, even nobody is seeing you, but you are taking the concept ideas from the even a single news article. As a academic ethics, do not ever miss to mention the source of information, and that source of information can be mentioned in the citations in different citation style format, and that is important. So we have given all the tools for the books. You can enter the name of the books or the ISBN number, newspaper, magazine. These are the major resources we are using for our research work. So I hope so this will be also very helpful for you. If you want to get some tips here how you can use that, we have given a small videos for the 39 second, and I hope so this can be useful for you too. This is the revision act. For example, sometimes maybe you have written your abstract, or maybe you have written some paragraphs for your research work. Many of us are not from the English background. Like for me, I'm also from the Hindi background. So maybe sometimes I was not, whatever I have written in English, that is not as per. I can write in the English. You can write in the English, but for the academic publication, it should be as per the standard of that particular publication, journals, magazines, or the books, or that publishers also. So that is one important thing. So here you can just enter all the abstract level informations here and click on the review, and then you can click here. So whatever the grammatical mistakes you have in your research document, you can find all those informations from here. So this is the all tools we have given you. Now come to the learning models. So these are the learning models, and if you click on the where do I, for example, any learning models, for example, how I can just choose the topic. So in every modules we have given the different chapters, and you can find around 5 to 6 chapters in every modules. Click here, for example, I'm interested here, so you can either see the videos. So it is really a wonderful explanation for that, how you can select your topic, and we have given all the different angles for selections of the topic. Sometimes maybe you are not prefer to watch the video, or maybe it is not possible to watch the video due to the poor internet connections or something like that. Then also you can, we have given the transcript option also. You can just go through all the transcript which has been mentioned in the videos, and you can go through all them and you can just use them. So this is a wonderful tool we have given to you, and you can use all the different learning models. So we have given the 10 learning models. Every module has maybe 2, 7, 8 or different modules. So it may be around the 100 different modules are available here for supporting your research work, for your writing, for information searching, and evaluating the information. So I hope so this will be quite helpful for all of you. Now I am moving forward to the next platform, that is the ebook central platform. So this is the ebook central platform. For accessing the platform, this is your library page where you can just go there and you can click on the ProQuest platform. After clicking on the ProQuest, you will come on this page. I hope so everyone has your authentic username password for accessing the platform. And then you could come, after coming on this platform, you can find the name of your university. Manipur University is here. For your help, we have also integrated the 4 different videos just for the 2-minute, 3-minute videos at this place, and you can just go through them, those videos, and that will be helpful for you also. How you can search. So in this panel is also very, very important for you as a library professional, as a faculty member. You can also check that what kind of the books that has been searched in your university, and I think very few people have used this, because I'm seeing only one book that has been explored by any research scholars on this platform. So there is a need to improve the uses here, and I recommend all the research scholars here to use this. How you can just use this platform. First of all, you need to know that how many books we have given to you, or how many books your library has purchased for all of you. So for, if you want to get all the title list for you, then simply click on the search button without entering any keywords. Just click on the search button, and then you, I think I have logged out. So if you click on the ProQuest, one more important information, this is the database. If you click here, so on this page, we have given the 3 different databases. We have given the ebook central, we have given the coronavirus. This is a complementary database, and this is the open access database. We have collected all the different important open access content for you, and you can just use them. You can also use, because I think I am facing some login issue because I'm accessing from outside, but yeah, so I think. Yeah. So you have the 2 different way for accessing the platform. You can also access from here. If you click here, and you can go to the ebook platform where you can start to search, or you can access from here. So total, after clicking on the search button, we have around 369 books at this time that is available to all of you. If you want to understand what are the books and in which subject these books can be helpful for you, so we have, if you come on the left hand side, we have given the year wise. So if you click on the show more, all the year wise books are available from the 2020 25 books, 29 53 books, if this information can be helpful, and also subject wise. So these are the different subject that is supporting by all these 369 books. So these are the education, history, social sciences, political science, all different subject is supported by this particular book. Now, How you can just use this platform. If you have some query term or key terms, then simply just enter the key terms here, or you can use the ISBN number, keywords, author's name, anything you can just put here, or you can use the advanced search and you can just put any keywords name, author's name here, and then series title, author, publishers, ISBN number, everything you can go. You can just enter the year range also. You can also select the language and click on the search. Whatever the method you want to use, you can just use. If you want to come to back to the platforms, you can just here. For example, if I am want to search here on some books on the marketing, maybe I will need to check this. So yeah, so I have got 151 books, and in this list of the books, you are finding getting the one symbol of the available. It means this book is available to you, which may be related to your work. For example, this book is important for me. The best practice, I'm setting the best practices. Tools are also given here, but I'm not clicking here because you can get the details. You can download the books from here, but I recommend go from here. Just click here, or maybe any books that can be relevant to you. For example, this book is relevant to you. Click here. And after clicking on this, then you will find all the different details that is available for your book. Here on this page, you can find all the details about the book, descriptions about the book. And this descriptions can be helpful for you about the getting some ideas about this particular book. Along with that, we have also giving the some book details here. And also if you click on the show more, then you can find other details also. That can be important for you in some context. Now, if we have also displaying all the chapters, and by default you can download, like for example, this is here pages remaining for the copy, 30 page you can copy, and here 30 page you can just pages remaining for the PDF. Means some person has already downloaded some chapters from here, and 30 page can be downloaded in this particular login. Now, for example, if you're seeing some chapters here, then you can download some chapters from here. So for example, if this particular chapter is important for me, then I can click here and I can simply download the chapters. I recommend go for the chapter download because that will be more important for you, more relevant for you. So now our chapter is here. So as per whatever the content is available, you can just see here and you can take the printout, whatever you want. You can also read online. For example, I want to read online, then I can also read this chapter also. Now I'm showing the best practices for you. If you are not interested in a chapter, I recommend do not go there. Just click on the read online. First, you need to click the read online. Go there and then come here. So we have given this particular, you can find this book here and you can get all the pages for this book. Come on the left hand side. If you click on this particular first tab, then you can find the summary of all the details. If you want to download, you can download the books. If you click the second button, then you can find all the chapters here. If you are interested in any particular chapters, click here and then you can find all those chapters here. Now, what are the important thing here? The best part is that I have already logged in. I recommend to use your personal account here. So for example, I can read here, but beyond the reading, what you can do. For example, as a faculty member, I think this particular paragraph is important for me. Select those particular portion and then one tab will appear here. One panel is appear, and in this panel you can find the three different pane and the two different tabs here also. So for example, I want to highlight this particular section, then click on this button and whole section has been highlighted. Now maybe I'm not interested to highlight, I want to copy this particular section for my research work. So you can use this tab. This is the copy button. Click here and the whole line has been copied here with the citation details. So this is the citation detail and you can use the citations for your references. So you're not going to only copy the content, but also you're going to take the citations from here also. Maybe I'm not interested in highlighting, maybe I'm not interested in just copying the section. I want to make some notings here. So just select the content here. You can just select the content here. Sorry. So if you want to make some noting, so I can write this is good for my research. Anything you can write here and click on the save. So this noting has been, sorry. So on my side, I think third blog, this is blocked. So this is, so you can check the cookies. So if your cookies, you need to allow the cookies so that you can use all the features. So this is the one thing you can just do here. So you can write here. So you can write here and you can just click on the save. This will be saved for you. Some error is coming due to my cookies, so maybe. So one more things you can do, you can also bookmark this page. If this whole particular page is important for you, you can bookmark it. Now the most important thing, whatever I highlighted, whatever the things I have done, everything is just stored in your personal account. If you want to check, just click this star button and your all the highlighting part is here. So if you click here, you can directly come to the same particular sections where you have highlighted or where you have just. So this is the highlighting section. Now for example, in a year or in a month you have done this kind of the highlighting, notings, maybe in the 100 book or maybe the 10 books, everything will be stored in your bookshelf account. And then if you see here, so I have the two different annotations also, and also if some notings you will do, you can export all the notings from here. And you can, if you can also share the link, also copy. And if you want to check the annotations in any particular book, so this will directly take you to the same page where you have done this particular notings and the highlightings here. So this is quite a important things for all of you. You can just do it. So book self is very important thing. Whatever you will do, you can just now, for example, now you want to share this particular book, you are a faculty member, you want to share some 10 or 20 books with your students. So click here, select the books, just click here, you need to select the books here, you can select the books and then click this button. So all the books will be transferred to your student. Just enter the email ID for the 100. You can also write the message here, hi, I found this particular book which can be important for you, or you can just write, hi, I found this book, please go through this book before joining my class, or by tomorrow. So you can write anything, so you can just use them. Now for example, maybe after 6 months you need to use this book for your research work, so you can use the citations tool here and just enter and export the citation, and the citations will be for you. So anytime you can generate the citations for you and you can just use this. Many of things that you can also create a file for you. You can create a folder. So for example, if you want to create a folder, then for example, this is the maybe the Manipur University folder, or maybe any folder you can just create here, and you can add any books if you want to add here. Just click here, select the books, and then yeah. So this is a quite important. Anytime you can create the link and share the books with your student or the colleagues. Anytime you can share the book, send the number of the book 10, 20, 30 number of the books you can select for your students, share with them. And also, for example, if some of the faculty member, you are a library professional, and some of the faculty member or department head ask that how many books are available in the history subject or the geography subject or maybe this particular subject. So you can select the book, take all the books in the book shelf, and then click here, and you can export the title list in the CSV file, and books you can share the complete Excel sheet with your faculty member or department head as per the requirement. So this can be also very interesting things for you. So this is all about the books platform. Now I think timing is going to over, so I'm just going to wind up this session. So I've already discussed the so how you can access the books. Again, I'm just repeating this slides for you. So for accessing the books, I'm just repeating, this can be important for you. So this is the way how you can access the books. So first of all, just click the link that is given on your library. So after that, you will ask the login here. I hope so. Library can help you in getting the login ID in this particular INFID security system. And then after click on the login, you will be able to log in, and you can just come on the page, see all the different features I have discussed with you, and then you can use all the support tools for you. These are the video awards that has been integrated on the home page. So these are the 4 videos which have integrated for you. And if you go through the just 2 or 3 minutes required here, and you can get all the ideas that how you can just use the book platform. We have also created the LibGuides for you. If you need some more help at how you can just use this platform, just go to the, you can use this link. If you do not remember this link, then just go to the Google, type the ProQuest ebook center LibGuide or the ProQuest research companion LibGuide or the summon LibGuide, then you will find all things for you. And we have also created a YouTube channel. I hope so everyone is using the YouTube. Go to the YouTube, type the ProQuest training, and then all videos will be available here. We have given lots of the videos on the summon, ProQuest research companion, and the ebook center also. So we have our experts has created that videos, and each and every feature has been explained in the detail. Along with that, every week we are organizing number of the webinars. Our global team who are in the USA, Japan, Korea, China, everyone is organizing some webinars, and we are also organizing webinars. All details will be published here. This is the link. You can just use them and just join any particular webinars. If you think something can be relevant to you, you can just join here. That can be important. Like for example, exploring the searching as a strategic, this can be important for any student, researcher, scholar. So you can just use them. Now, if you have any questions, then I will be happy, or with me, our librarian, Dr. Nihar Patra is also here. So he can also help in just answering the question. So I'm just sharing one. I think someone has requested to share the feedback link. So this is the feedback link. I surely we will love to read your feedback, and it will be great to if you can share your feedback that how you have just read this session, if this is helpful for you or not, and what kind of the improvement I can do to serve you better. We would like to serve you as much as possible in most effective way. If you think something has I missed or something you need some more information on any particular topic, you can share with me. I will be happy to include all those things, and that can be helpful for other researchers, scholars, and students also. So if you have any question, Nihar sir, if you have any question, then you can just help us in getting those questions for the researchers.
Yeah, Dr. Memory. Yes, Dr. Memory.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions? Have you noted?
Not particularly, sir.
I have seen 1-2 questions, I think. Why this index is called unified index?
Yeah, so I think that's a wonderful question. So the name is CDI, that is the Central Discovery Index. Why the name is Unified Index? Because we have integrated all the different resources. Here we have the 4 billion plus documents we have indexed here. Unified means when you are integrating the different types of the resources. Either it is a dissertations, newspaper, research report, or maybe it is a journals article, magazines article, books, everything, whatever the different types of resources we know, everything has been indexed here in the summon, and we are using this central discovery index before displaying any document. Now, the second thing, what is the benefit for the unified indexing? Like for example, if you are searching in the Google or maybe searching on any particular platform, or maybe searching in the ProQuest, you are getting the documents from the different sources. In some documents, if you understand the pattern for displaying the records, then in some documents you can find the number of the citation. In some publisher platform, you don't find the number of the citation. In some platform you can find the author's name. Like for example, if I'm an author, in some platform you can find the author's name as a Sanjay Rajan. In some platform you can find the Rajan, Sanjay. In some platform you can find the Rajan Kumar Sanjay, Rajan Sanjay. Number of the variations are available in displaying the metadata. There are lots of the rules and regulations for displaying the metadata, but many conceptions are working in this field also. So as a users, you are a researcher, scholars, you are a faculty member, you should not waste even a single second on why this is different kind of the variations is happening. Your focus should be on the research. So for you, we have developed this kind of the unified indexing so that you can get the clean data, not the different kind of the scattered information related to any particular article. So every article is cleaned before through the unified indexing, and then you can just get that particular documents for you. Yeah, thank you so much for asking this
Another
question.
question is which model or concept is used to extract or rank the content or document? What is the difference between the dynamic and static ranking for the document? How it is useful?
Yeah. So for the ranking system, different platforms are using the different concept, but here we are using the two different concept, dynamic and the static. A static in the, if you see the statistics, then in the statistics we are also calculating the this particular article or document is from the scholarly or non-scholarly. If some documents are from the scholarly journals or the magazines, we keep the weightage. There is a one matrix where we keep some weightage to the document which are coming from the scholarly journal. That is very, very important for any researcher scholars. For example, if you search on maybe on the digital library, you got maybe the 1 million document. And in those 1 million document, it is quite difficult to identify the most relevant document for you. But as per the normal concept, general concept, we always prefer to use the uh, scholarly content or the peer-reviewed content. But you can imagine if we will not use this ranking, a static ranking, then how you can identify the, maybe it can be mix and match for that. So we are saving your time or your energy by using this system. The second thing is the dynamic ranking. Dynamic ranking is also playing very, very important role. For example, the second criteria is that, for example, I have searched on the marketing or maybe the marketing intelligence, or I have also used the Boolean operator, marketing intelligence and the consumer behavior, or maybe marketing intelligence and the customer experience, or maybe marketing intelligence, customer experience and the India, or maybe the Manipur. Whatever the different terminology or different search strategy we create, whatever the documents you are going to get based on your search criteria, it is very, very important to get those documents where the maximum number of the keywords, whatever you have given in the system, that should be appear in that particular document. So that is also very, very important. So both are important. Dynamic ranking is also important. Static ranking is very, very important. We cannot take one thing, like for example, God has given the two hands and two legs. We cannot say that we can use one leg, we can use one hand also, but if we are working with the both hands and the both legs, we are everything is in perfect balance for us, and we are able to do any work by using those. Same thing is that ranking may have the different but both ranking can be important. For this is the concept why we are using the static and dynamic ranking for displaying the records. Yeah, thank you for this question.
Thank you, Mr. Sanjay. One question is that do remote access is embedded in Suman? Yes, yes. If you search the Sumans and if you want to download any articles, that will be redirected through the remote access, right? And someone is asking for the price for the Suman and ProQuest. Yes, you can contact directly to the marketing of the ProQuest team
I think
for the price for Suman. And,
Nihar sir is the right person here to share some details on the, but it is confidential. So if
yeah.
you want to know, you can just personally meet with Nihar sir and you can surely help in getting the details
Thank you,
from
Sanjay, for
that.
the nice presentations. And now I like to request Memory, Dr. Memory to give the vote of thanks.
Before that, I'd like to just
Oh,
say that really I'm so grateful. I think first time I interacting the all of you. We have done this. I'm doing a regular session, like every week I do 3 to 4 or maybe in 1 month basis, and interact with the global users every month. I have lots of experience, but really I can say I would like to thanks to Nihar sir who have given this idea that we can organize a session because this platform is new. And before this session, I got lots of the queries from, I think, from the library team that users are facing this problem, like the why I need to create a personalized account in the ebook central. So lots of things. So I think uh, these are the questions that is surely, and also I think one question I cover in my summon session, that why I should use the summon. What is the logical justification? Because all of us are intellectual person, and if we are not getting the logical justification, then surely nobody can force us to use any particular platform. So logical justification is very, very important. And whatever I have discussed with you, it's a I think only due to you, because you have given us a chance, given me a chance to interact with you. Without your support, without your this, I cannot get this kind of the opportunity to interact with you. I got a chance to see Vice Chancellor sir first time, And I have visited Manipur also, but I didn't get a chance to see the Vice-Chancellor, sir. So I got this opportunity. I got a chance to meet to all of you, interact with all of you. Thank you so much. And the boss, one of the most important thing is that I always believe listening to someone is very, very painful. Nobody wants to listen to others, but you have listened me very patiently and in peace and with such a grace. I'm heartily so grateful to all of you. Thank you so much to all of you. Thanks.
Thank you, Sanjay. Once the pandemic will ever, please visit to our university so that we'll arrange the physical presentations.
Sure, sir. It will be my pleasure.
And since these days we are procuring a lot of e-resources and the tools, and it is our duty, library duty, to
Yes, sir.
aware those type of resources and the tools to our users, so
Yes.
that this will be used extensively.
Yeah, yes, sir. Sure, sir. And for that, any kind of support you require from ProQuest side, I will be happy to extend one of the best possible support for you, either more better than the any other countries what we are going to do. So you can trust us. I will be happy to extend all the best possible support.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
And memory, please.
Thank you, sir. Respected and our most distinguished chief guest of the day, Professor and Lokendra Singh, Honorable Vice-Chancellor of Manipur University, eminent and illustrious speaker, Mr. Sanjay Rajan, program organizer, coordinators, Nihar, Patra, and all the participants. I deem it a great honor to propose a vote of thanks to all who have helped us in this webinar, making this webinar such a resounding success. First of all, I'd like to propose hearty vote of thanks to our chief guest, Sir Professor Lokendra Singh, for gracing today's webinar and also for inaugurating the Summer Discovery Service for the NU Library. Thank you, sir, for sparing time from your busy schedule to grace the occasion and giving all of us present here today an opportunity to hear your inspirational thoughts, which will surely be going to encourage us in our future events. I'd like to thank our distinguished speaker, Mr. Sanjay Rajan, for his excellent, enlightening, and entertaining presentation and making this webinar a meaningful one, which is with his vast inputs of information on the given subject area. I extend my gratitude to our program organizer or coordinator, our respected librarian, Sir Nihar Patra, for his leadership and in organizing a webinar even amidst the pandemic and making it successful. Last but not the least, I'd like to thank all the participants for their active participation and making this webinar a grand success. Once again, thank you everyone. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Dr.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Dr. Memory. And many people asking for the certificate. Yes, we'll try to send the certificate those who have attended this webinar. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.